Hi, my name is Adam Burt, and I'm joined today by Dan Thomas. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
How's it going? It's good. We both talked over each other there. I think by now we'd be pros at doing videos.
I don't think anybody thinks that.
We're checking out Wolfenstein: The New Order. This is by Machine Games, part of the illustrious, I guess you'd say, Wolfenstein franchise, which dates back many, many years.
Wolfenstein is as old as I am. The first Wolfenstein game,
wow.
Castle Wolfenstein, was from 1981.
Okay, anyone good at maths in the chat can figure out exactly how old Dan is. First one to say it gets a prize. Oh, that's a lie, there's no prize. But yeah, this has recently been added to Game Pass as part of the Xbox Bethesda deal. So along with the Dooms, the Skyrims, the arcane stuff, you've also got Wolfenstein now on Game Pass. There's a few of them on there, and this is actually one of the fan favourites from a few years ago. And yeah, it's a good time if you like shooting Nazis. If you like old school first-person shooters, I'd say. It definitely has that old school feel in terms of the way that it plays. And we're jumping into the beginning here a bit. I'm going to jump around a little bit, but we're basically checking out the beginning level of the game, which is quite long. Dan, have you played Wolfenstein before? Are you a Wolfenstein fan?
I haven't actually played it, but I'd consider myself a Wolfenstein fan. Weirdly,
Well, you're just a fan of the
memes? I like the fact that it exists. I like the fact that Wolfenstein 3D was kind of the precursor to Doom, which I absolutely love. But it's never reached my screen to actually play it. But now this is on Game Pass, I might check this out. Quite a strong narrative game, as I understand it.
Definitely, these new ones are, yeah. And they've got this sort of. It depends on your tolerance for this, I guess. It's like a World War II alternate history, where basically the question is, what if the Nazis got really, really invested in mad science? So there's a lot of almost science fiction, I guess, concepts in here. And the Nazis have a lot of robotics, a lot of advanced weaponry that they didn't really have in World War II. If you're looking for accuracy, this is maybe not the game for you. But if you like shooting Nazis and you like alternate histories, then yeah, this might well be right up your street. I do think, Dan, I think this would suit you, like not because you have shown fondness for the genre, but because of the old school kind of. It's just the way it's put together. Like it's a mix of modern and old, which I think is it kind of triggered nostalgia in me, even though I haven't really played much of the old ones.
Yeah, no, it definitely looks like the sort of game I'd enjoy.
You'll see a couple times in the video there are some elaborate stealth mechanics which I completely ignored because I refuse to be stealthy.
You're not a fan of stealth games, are you?
I'm not a fan. But there's situations where you can take out guards silently, you can avoid alarms being tripped, you can peek around, underneath doors and stuff. Whereas I'm very much like, what if I just got out 2 machine guns and shot them in the face?
It's a reliable tactic.
Exactly. I mean, that's the power fantasy that I want to have. And I know some people like to snap necks and sneak around in the dark, but that's not me. The levels are quite open, surprisingly open. You get this kind of map to help you around, and pretty much just a character will usually tell you, go somewhere and do something, like go find all the bunkers and clear them, which is pretty much what we're doing here. There's a half-robot Nazi dog. Completely historically accurate, I'm sure you'll agree.
Bad dog.
I probably should have mentioned at the top of this video, actually, there is some choice language in this game as well, which I maybe should have edited out, but it's too late now. Can't edit the video after the fact. That'd be too much effort.
If only they would invent a way of editing videos, hey?
Yeah, you can really see my run and gun style, although I am stopping to pick up the everyone drops armour. More bullets, but also there's lots of armour, so the kind of classic first-person shooter trapping of like it not being just everything regenerates all the time. You have to actually find med packs and armour to give yourself a little bit of shielding.
Here we are with the dual wield. Love
Yes.
a bit of dual wielding.
I put this in especially for you because I knew
Thanks.
that you're a dual wielding fanatic, and this would sell you on the game. The idea that you could dual wield 2 machine guns, which in most games would be two-handers.
Yeah, but when you're tough,
Yeah, exactly.
it's very much that kind of 80s 90s action movie
Totally.
thing, isn't it?
The lead character is called BJ Blazkowicz, and you see him a couple of times in cutscenes. I think he's been given a bit more to do in this than in some of the classic games. He's not just a meathead who runs around shooting people. He's got a bit of a storyline, a bit of a personality, I would even say.
Oh wow!
But his personality is that he's extremely stoic and maybe is a bit damaged, but nowhere near as much as he should be based on all the things that have happened to him in his life.
Right. Relatable.
Yeah. Don't know about you, but I'm extremely tough. There was a stealth kill I just did there against
Nice.
this gunner. And yeah, you can see some of the machinery out there on the battlefield that the
Yeah, that's not very World War II, is
they
it?
might have taken some liberties with the historical accuracy there. I think that's fun though. I think it's more fun. I do like a Call of Duty where it's like, you know, real or supposedly real battles, but there is something fun about playing with history as well.
Can't move this beam from our position. We're trapped up here, Blazkowicz. See if you can remove this beam.
Machine Games are also believed, I think they've officially announced this now, to be working on the new Indiana Jones game that they are building at Bethesda. So they have a strong pedigree with alternate history, with Nazis.
Yep.
Go to church every Sunday?
Yeah, what, you ain't got churches in England? You ain't got no priests there?
Yeah. Well, the Nazis sort of bombing them at the moment, so it's a bit of a problem.
Anglo-US dialogue there.
Yeah, I mean the dialogue is not going to be for everyone. I think, and I think actually the tone isn't going to be for everyone. You might have seen at the beginning of the video, we kind of skipped over it because it was quite quick. But the difficulty screen, the easy mode is called "Don't Hurt Me, Daddy," and shows the character with a baby's bonnet and a dummy in his mouth. So that gives you the idea of the kind of
Highbrow.
the kind of humour that the developers have put in the game. So in this mission, what we're actually trying to do is we're hunting a Nazi scientist called Death's Head. We're breaking into his compound, and he's been doing some pretty messed up stuff, which I mean you can kind of see from where we've ended up. It's pretty
Oh
grim.
yeah. Oh my. Somebody enjoying their lunch.
Yeah, I hope you're not eating.
So I believe this is the 9th Wolfenstein game in the series.
Yeah. And who's to say if we'll get another one? I mean, you'd like to think now that as part of Xbox, everyone at Bethesda would be working on new versions of everything to pump out some brand new Game Pass games for everyone. But there's only so many hours in the day, I guess. And I don't think these Wolfenstein sold that well. I think it's actually quite nice that they are getting this second lease of life on Game Pass.
Yeah. And Game Pass is doing that quite a lot. Is offering a new audiences to people who may not have wanted to commit when it was a retail priced game, but they're giving games like this that extra audience, which might help the future of the franchise.
Yeah, I think so. And I know me and you have both talked before about how Game Pass kind of changes the way that you play. This is definitely a game that I probably wouldn't have purchased at retail price, but that being part of Game Pass as part of that big Bethesda drop was a nice little thing to spend a bit of time at a weekend playing.
So this is the New Order, is that right?
Yes, this is Wolfenstein: The New Order. There has, I believe, been a couple of games since then.
Yeah, I think
including...
since then there was the Old Blood, the New Colossus, and Young Blood, and a VR Cyber Pilot.
Oh, okay. We've missed a few then. Does this one... Do the other ones have giant robots? I mean, probably.
I suspect so, yeah. I think the one after this is a prequel to this.
Okay.
So I think this was kind of like an alternate an alternate universe that they've added a bit of backstory to.
Yeah, I've run out of ammo at this point, and the ammo's on the floor, but it's quite hard to pick up when you're being chased by a robot.
It's alright, you've got a little knife to fight this beast monster robot with. He doesn't seem very pleased with you.
No, he's not. So I mean these enemies have a mechanic where their face masks come off and you have to shoot them in the face, which to be honest I thought I was doing a good job of, but clearly I'm not.
Yeah. You do know his face is at the top of his body, yeah?
It's hard.
That's better.
There we go. The dual wielding you needed. That was the secret.
Yeah, that was it. That was the key.
Everybody still breathing?
Get some ammo back.
Get that door open. I rather fancy feeding the monster up.
I won't open from this side. Hold on. I can hear someone out there. Someone's coming.
Do you think that future Bethesda titles, at time of recording, are they going to be Game Pass exclusives, do you think?
I think yes, but not confidently. It just seemed like Game Pass is just on such a roll at the moment. It seems just like they want to keep that momentum. Bethesda do such high pedigree titles, such big brands.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's a much deliberated discussion happening in the Microsoft Bethesda towers.
That guy there was Death's Head, the Nazi scientist who just grinned as he crushed me. But I didn't die, I just passed out, which means the game can continue. We're about to get into some gruesome torture scenes, so maybe what we'll do is throw back to the studio.
Sounds apt.
Thanks very much for watching. I've been Adam Burt, and he has been Dan Thomas. Say thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Very clever. And we'll see you again on a future Etch Play video. Bye.
Cheers.